I've now, Rick.
Alright. Then I can say welcome to everybody watching to the RPM stream tonight in high gear. Sorry for the delay. We're getting streamed by the view of RPM John, who's with me. John, how you doing?
Good evening, mate. Not the best of starts, but hopefully it goes better tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully these guys don't have any problems during the race as we have. Yeah, so John is streaming the race here tonight. I'll be trying to find a switch between go comms and lead comms. Yeah, so we are in Mexico for high gear qualification. We missed a few minutes of the quali, but no worries on that. It's still running. Yeah, so I'm a bit lost here. Yeah, so high gear is doing the. Oh, we already have someone into the wall. I believe on my screen. It's Sprunky who had pinned it into the wall. I'm not sure what happened there. He came out of the turn 3 and hit the wall there. So I don't know how he spun out. I'm trying to watch the stream myself as well to see what John is seeing. So John, any predictions on tonight's race?
Without being biased, I think Smonotta's got a good chance tonight. I know he's quite quick round here, so.
Yeah, and Spinotta has been really quick during the season so far. He's leading the championship, but not that far out. Being in front of Napapiri, who isn't here tonight. So this is the chance for Spinotta to actually gain some gap on first position, on second position. And hello everybody in the chat. Yeah, a bit different than normal, I know, but we'll manage. At least everybody can watch the high gear race here tonight, as we have 13 minutes left, and we are almost with Boris on the stream. Boris, who is currently in P5 on a soft lap. He won't be happy with that time there. It's a 1.35, and that's way off target. Where Lucis is still leading in pole position with a 1:15.4, and I think the McLaren driver will be happy about that time there. As the other Alfa Romeo car comes out as well, and I believe it's only one Alfa Romeo car. So Maurice Daniels going for another lap. At least Sprunky did set a time.
Yeah, luckily at least he managed to get a time in.
Yeah, exactly, and it ain't a bad time as well. It's a 50.9. It's not the fastest, and I think he could have gone quicker. As Captain Blade now takes P2 with a 15.8, and it's a nice job from the reserve in the Williams.
We've got Smonotta on a lap on mediums.
And yeah, he did a medium lap. So far it's a 1:17.0 there. Not sure if the mediums will work for him on the qualifying yet.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to save a set of softs, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. As we've seen earlier, this round, safety cars can change up a lot. But for you've driven the track, of course, last Tuesday on low gear. What strategy would work for you the best?
Well, looking at some of the mid-gear guys yesterday, I know a lot of them stretched softs to like 14, 15, 16 laps, and went for a one-slap. So a one-slap's definitely possible. I think that's probably the best way to go. Obviously, as long as there's no safety cars and stuff, so.
No, exactly, and yeah, as we said, a safety car can mess up a lot of strategies, as it does on all the tracks. But yeah, the Mexico track is a bit different in my opinion, with a very long straight, fast corners, but also a few very slow corners. So I'm curious to see.
Yeah, it's also very tough on track limits, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. Especially on the S's, it's only a small bit off the curb, and you're gone.
Yeah, and
Either
if
into
you
the
don't
wall.
commit enough either, it's too slow. So you have to take risks
Yeah,
as well. It's a tricky track, really. I find it tricky anyway.
I think the difference between last year's game and this year's game on Mexico is very big. So we are on board with a multi on the stream. I'm watching someone else as well. As Marius Daniel goes for pole position, he takes a 15.3 to take the first starting place, and that's not a bad time there. It's at 10th of Lucis, and he will be happy with that lap there, as Lucis is going for an out lap as well. So a new stint for him. Multi still running. On the end of sector 2 now, into the last few corners. This is definitely one of my favorite parts, going into the stadium part of Mexico. And here he comes around the corner, last bit of the track, and it's a 16.3, and it gives him P5 for the moment. And if I'm not mistaken, that's really close to his teammate in Captain Blade, yeah. Both cars in the Williams. As the Alpine cars don't have any luck here today, since Venter and Sprunky got crashed out. Boris will improve this lap by far. Now he's on a 16.5 and on another stint already. So watch to one of the reserves here tonight in AlphaTauri. It's Cosmo, someone who we normally know of low gear, but due to some circumstances he is able to reserve on the high gear races, so let's see what he can do.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah, the difference between low gear and high gear is really big.
Yeah. Oh, and Cosmo just put it into the wall as we were speaking.
Oh yeah, and that's on the exit of the S's.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the tricky part. The curbs can be really slippery there.
So that's unlucky for him.
Yeah, very unlucky. He's on the dangerous part as well. I hope the car gets clear out and fast enough. As Captain Blade is now running up to the part where the car is standing. And yeah, he's seen him in time.
Yeah, he got through.
But yeah, yellow flag conditions, so he had to slow down. And this pretty much messed up his lap as well, as he invalidated his lap time as well. So let's see. And also Multi, I don't know, binned it or decided to just leave it at this in P5, saying I can't do any better than this. As RPM marker is still not out on his lap, but that's because he has a qualifying ban. I just remember our host of tonight and one of our admins has a qualifying ban.
He wasn't very happy either. I know he said in Red Bull chat he thinks everyone's picking on him.
Yeah, well, he's the first one, which is quite funny. I'm just laughing at it since he's always laughing at me for spinning and crashing. He even makes some memes of it. But yeah. Yeah, it's pretty teasing him a bit in the chat as well. Nice one. Saying, come on Barker, get a quick one in. And then, oh wait, you can't. Yeah.
Oh, Boris has spun round. That's off the S's as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah. No, that's turn 3, I believe, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is, yeah.
Leon is a bit further up off his teammate, and Boris has no wing left. And the guys in the back, CJ Butch and RPM Cosmo, couldn't set a lap time in. So that's some easy positions for the Red Bull of Barker. Yeah, but then he will be starting at the back, so medium strategy.
Yeah, if there's an early safety car, it suits him well, doesn't it? So
It will suit him, yeah. And in the meantime, the Feral Fury joined us as well in the Aston Martin car. He's on a lap time, but he's way off. So I guess he's just burning some fuel here. And see if he can get a really fast lap in with only 4 minutes to go. Now onto the last section of the track. And there he goes for his lap, I guess. ERS is on. And there the green car of Feral Fury goes onto the straight. And let's see what he can bring. Being a bit late on the qualifying. Just in time though, so he can easily do 2 laps. It is good to see that he's wearing a helmet this race.
yeah, at least he's got his helmet on this race.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone without one tonight. I think they took our advice last time.
Yeah, I hope they did. I think the stewards just grabbed in and said, guys, we gotta be safe in it. So that's a good side, but that's a purple sector 1 for Feral Fury so far.
Yeah, he's looking quite fast at the moment.
He is.
Especially just coming into the lobby as well, it's always tough.
Yeah, and that's a purple sector 2 as well. Oh, a bit of a wheel spin on the exit of the turn there. And here he comes, and this is gonna be a quick time. I already see it's a 15.6, and that's P3.
That's himself P3. It's a very good lap from him there.
Yeah, that's an amazing lap. Lucius and Maurice Daniel are going at it as well. Maurice Daniel invalidated. Lucius going for his stint to try and get his pole position back. And it's working for the moment. He's purple in sector 1. Let's hope he can continue this. Minotla is in P4. And I don't know, to be honest, if a few of the guys in front of Minotla currently is close on the championship as well. Yeah, Lucius is not that far behind in P3 with 73 points. Minotla on 130.
It's a great chance for Sminatla tonight, isn't it? Really, with the guys at the top not being able to make it tonight. So
yeah, with Napavari. Oh, and there goes Lucius with 115.1, and that's current pole position for him, and that's a big gap. Slamming in, I believe he was on a 15.4, so that's 3/10 improvement.
Yeah, it's a really nice lap from Lucius.
Yeah, it really is. And it's a yellow in sector 3. It's one of the Mercedes. It says Sims. I guess that's just running slow.
Yeah.
Leo goes for a lap as well. Oh, and that's very wide in the S's. And somehow no invalidation. It's a purple sector 2. Oh, and that's a spot, and it's into the wall on a few of the last corners. And I believe Captain Blade was just behind him. Yeah.
Oh,
And and I believe Spinotla.
yeah, I think he got in Smartler's way there.
Ooh, yeah. He did improve still. P4 still for Spinotla. Captain Blade goes to P2, which is an amazing lap from him in the Williams. But I guess Spinotla did take a few times away. Because Leon was trying to get back on track. Two cars still running. It's F7R and Sims. Let's see if these guys can improve.
They seem pretty close to each other as well, don't they?
Yeah.
I think
Sims
F7R just had a little bit of a moment going through the last sector there.
Sims did really well. He joined late in as well, and he did 15.3 for P3. Oh, and Captain Blade takes pole position.
Improved.
Wow. 15.105. And that's really close to losest. But it is pole position for the Williams driver. No, that's a great last run. And I think then we have qualifying standings.
The top four are really close, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Especially seeing Marius Daniel and Sims are really close towards each other. And then Lucis and Captain Blade as well. Just a few hundred separating them.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, John. Take us through the qualifying standings.
Yeah, we'll do. So in first we've got Captain Blade, second Lucist, third Simps F1, fourth we've got Marius Daniel, fifth Sminutler, Farrell Fury in sixth, Spronky in seventh, Multi ABC in eighth, Boris in ninth, F7R in 10th, Leo in 11th, and Banter Brandon in 12th, RPM Backer in 13th, and CJ Butch in 14th.
Alright, so this promises a really nice race.
Yep, hopefully. I'm really excited to see what happens going into turn one with the long straight.
Yeah, same.
A lot of cars seem to get a run on each other, don't they? So
with a good start, you can easily take a few positions there.
So, any predictions, Rick?
Based on qualifying, I think Sminotla does still have a chance to win the race, but seeing Captain Blade being so fast, together with Lucist, I guess those two are gonna fight it out to the last moment. If all goes well, of course. It's a bit cloudy. On track. So what are your predictions?
Well, I'm thinking Sminutler will do quite well, but obviously you've got Captain that's put it on pole, so it's interesting to see. Lucis looked quite quick as well, so.
Also to add just as well, Farrell Fury did surprise me as well.
Yeah, he done really well, especially joining the lobby as late as he did as well, and
yeah,
only having the chance to get 1 or 2 laps in. He set a really good time, really.
He did set a really good time, and he did drop back to P6, I believe. But then again, yeah, he's in P6. But then again, that's not the baddest position to be in.
Yeah,
so
it's not.
Let's see what tires are gonna be. And we got Dion, Benter, and Barker on the medium size. So that's interesting, being CJ Butcher and Cosmo, both AlphaTauris on the same strategy at the moment. And Richie predicting Farrell for the win. It will be a blast of a race for him. And we got quite some other guys shouting for a different driver. Oh, Boris goes for Blade. Sinful's cheers for Sims. We got Richie on Feral Fury, so interesting to see that even the jet is a bit split up by who's going to win this race.
I think the guys on mediums have got a good chance as well. Obviously, they'll be hoping for a safety car about lap 9, lap 10.
Yeah, they are gonna hope for a safety car, or maybe the guys in front wear out the softs quickly, being in constant battles. I do know you can extend the mediums for quite a long time as well. Of course, Cosmo and CG Butch got a few extra laps on probably new set of softs.
Yeah.
Well, the grid is forming up. Rodzilla cheering for Leo and Barker. Barker will be really hoping for a good race. And let's see if we can get a good shot off.
Yeah, I think Bakker seemed pretty confident today. So. He said he's feeling good. He said he's feeling good there. So.
And we got 5 lights on, and when they are off, and that's now, and we are racing here, and it seems like a really good start from Captain Blade. Lucius not that good, as Sims is already on his tail, but Sminotla tailing him again, and the grid is a bit all over the track, to be honest. Oh, and there's already a touch, and it's Feral Fury between Sims and Feral Fury. Both spun, and I hope they both got out. Oh, and also F7R spun out on turn 3. And to be honest, I hope all cars came out clean and well. As Cosmo already got overtaken by Feral Fury again, who is not wearing a helmet in the race.
Aww.
He was wearing it in qualifying, but then he said, I'll go back to my normal status. So yeah, that's a weird start, and Minota is really challenging the top 2 here. We've already overtaken Lucis with a really nice overtake, to be honest, and that brings him already to P2. And this already shows the quality of the Red Bull driver being inside a quick race. As my tables are glitching up just a bit.
Yeah, and mine are at the moment.
We do have Leo in the pit, so I guess he took some damage somewhere.
We got Bakker moving up to P8. Just got past Banter Brandon.
Oh yeah, he's in P7 already now. On my screen at least. I don't know.
He's in 8th on mine at the moment.
Yeah, it might be a bit of a table one.
Yeah.
Well, that was a interesting start of the race. Already a few position changes and a lot of battling going on. We got Sprunky really close towards Lucis now. Lucis who's running in P3. Excuse me. not be free. Table's glitching up still. Seems to be for F7R. Let's hope they fix it any time now.
Yeah,
it would be handy.
I've got everyone 2 laps down on my screen, have you?
No.
Oh, hold on. I'm looking at tyres. Ignore me.
If first time penalty out, and it's for the Ferrari of F7R, who's taking a 3 second for multiple warnings already. And the field keeps getting close between the top 6 and all the guys behind. Barker, Fury, Benter and Sims are really close towards each other. Bit of a gap between Boris and the Mercedes there. But Boris seems to be on a constant pace, so he might be able to provide from the belts going on in front of him as well. Spinotla just made a move for P1 and cross back, and it's almost side by side with Captain Blade. Captain Blade is now, yeah, and it's a full overtake, and that's a nice overtake done from Spinotla, taking the lead of the race now, and Lucis is really taking advantage of what's going on in front of him. But it's the full pressure of Sprunky as well, so he gotta make choices now.
It's very close between the top five, isn't it? Well, even the top 7's really close, really, aren't they?
Yeah, it really is. Oh, and Barker and Benter together through the S's here. This is really respectful driving from both the guys here. And Sims, oh, Barker went wide at the step of the gas and lost 2 positions because of it. Federal Fury and Sims both provided from the battle going on between Benter, Brandon and Barker, going sideways through, side by side through the S's part. And both lost 2 positions because of it. As Minotla and Captain Blade are still going at it as well. There's so much going on the track.
Yeah, there's overtakes everywhere at the moment. Banter Brandon's just got past Farrell Fury as well. Oh, they're side by side.
Minotla and Blade are really going wheel to wheel here. Oh, and there's a bit of a touch. And Captain Blade took up the position. No, he didn't. And now he did. And Captain Blade being lead car again. And this is really nice bell. And here goes Spinotla again. I think Blade just gave him the position back. Seeing he slowed down really quick.
Yeah, you'll get the DRS down the straight, won't he?
Yeah. Might be a smart move as well, just before the DRS detection zone. But what can Sprunky do, who's in P4 now, overtook Lucist, but yeah, it's on one big DRS train now. Minotla and Blade still going at it, and this is a battle for podium, which in my opinion may go on for the whole race.
Yeah, it looks that way. It looks like they're really close in pace, doesn't it?
It really is. Well, I guess we'll see the difference in strategies. Or maybe medium tire pace, I don't know. Sprunky doing really well as, of course, being in his battle. Lucis, who lost out a few positions at the start of the race. Still running for P4. And actually battling it out for P3 as well. As Sprunky, his pace is really good at the moment, but is ERS ain't looking that good. Oh, and there goes Sprunky for P2. Well, Sminotla and Blade were battling it out. Sprunky just went in for the gap and took the P2 position away from the Williams, and that's a really good driving from the Alpine car there, who's now really close towards Sminotla, and he's taking the lead here on the DRS. And Sminotla, yeah, he's chances. He's just a sitting duck. Two cars close behind him on the DRS, side by side with Blade and Sprunky here. But Sprunky taking the longest end of the battle and still having DRS as well. And he takes the lead of the race.
This is a great race so far, Rick.
This is a really good race. I
think we're on for a really exciting one at the moment.
Yeah, I think same. This is really nice to watch. I mean, the entire top 5 is just keep battling it out between each other, and then we got Marius, Daniel and Multi, who are still going at it together as well, keeping it close. Ferrer Fury, who had a not that good of a start, having a touch between the Mercedes and him. Still running close towards Benter Brandon and Barker as well, but the guys on the mediums are having a really good pace there.
We got Boris close to CJ Butch now as well.
Oh, that was pretty close, wasn't it? In the chicane part, it was almost a nose gun for Boris there. But yeah, I think Barker and Brandon are really going good on those mediums.
Oh, and Lucis and Marius Daniel just touched.
Oh no.
Lucis spun out.
Yeah. Oh, that's really I feel really sorry for him. Being behind Barker now, who's on a really good pace on those mediums. And that's a battle lost. As Sprunky, Blade and Sminotla still going at it. Oh, Ray Blade running wide there, and here goes Sminotla on the outside line of the corner, and oh, that's squeezing. Late break and into the chicane, and Sminotla takes the P2 position from Captain Blade. It's unbelievable how respectful these guys are driving between each other.
Yeah, that was really respectful between the two of them. They left each other just enough room, didn't they?
They left each other the minimum of room. And making it really exciting here. And now Sprunky needs to prove his pace here to keep these two out of the way.
And F7R is showing that he's got 20 seconds of penalties for some reason as well. So I'm not sure what's happened to him.
No, same. As Multi is now going for the attack on Sims, but can he make it? He just can't. This second DRS zone ain't just long enough. He keeps getting penalty after penalty. Which is a bit weird. Oh, and it's and Sprunky is out. Oh no! Sprunky is out of the race on the exit of the S's, and that's a really shame. Oh man, I feel for him. That was...
He was doing so well as well, wasn't he?
He was doing so well. And now we're gonna see a few decisions made by Blade going in, Sminotla staying out, Sims going in, Multi, Marius, Benter, and even Barker going in. Those guys were running the mediums.
F7R's got a drive-through now as well, so I'm not sure what's going on with him.
I have no idea. I believe he got a drive-through. He has 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. He has a lot of track limits, so I have no idea what's going on with him. He's really far behind as well. And he's on a really different position on your screen than mine as well, so I have no idea what's going on with the guy, with the Ferrari car there. Sprunky, I see you in the chat, man. Oh man, I love this game as well. I keep crashing as well. But you crashed in a really good battle. I feel for you. I really feel for you. Well, Sminotla still running the soft tires here.
Yeah, that's how it was made. He's going for a one stop on mediums, I think.
Yeah, but all the guys behind him are fresh tires. like everyone behind him.
Yeah. It's tough as well when you on old softs and everyone behind you's got fresh tyres.
Well, his pace is good. That ain't the problem, I guess. But
It's just how bad his tyre wear is as well, with all the battling he's been doing. So
yeah, and the TAS wasn't working well for me at the moment. Let's see if we can take it on now. And there we go. Damage. Then we look to the tire wear. Spinotla is running 40%. 45. So that's a big difference.
yeah, he's going to be a sitting duck, isn't he, really? I'd say so anyway.
Yeah, I guess he is. Yeah, Bakker went in as well. Maybe he didn't want a double stack, but I guess the gap between Bakker and Spinotla was big enough to make a double pit stop work. We're gonna see. And Hartman, good to see you in the chat as well, mate. Nice to have you tuning in. And now it's going to be very, very interesting. Fury already did a lap on his soft tires. I guess he went in one lap earlier than the safety car. But the grid should be formed any moment. Cosmo running a bit far back, and so is F7R, but I still don't know what's going on with him. As he has ERS deployed all the time. He keeps switching in my screen from P14 to P1, and I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with him either, to be honest.
Maybe we will get notified on it after the race. Well, for now, we got a safety car restart, I guess, after this after this lap. Just this lap to go, and
yeah, it should be an after this lap now.
Yeah, credits for me again.
It's interesting when Spinotla decides to go as well. With the long straight, you want to try and get as big a gap as you can, don't you? So
yeah, and it's quite a far. It's quite a long part to the finishing line from last corner to the finishing line. You might consider going like last moment, but you don't want to risk a lot on those soft tires as well. I mean, they're 11 laps in. Of course, 2 laps behind safety cars, so those don't really count. It's almost 50% for him. What we're gonna see now as safety car is in this lap, and then we will see what Spinotla decides on the restart of the race. And he decides to go early. He didn't really surprise Captain Blade there. He actually didn't surprise anyone on that restart. But he's pushing his ERS. But here comes Captain Blade already on the new mediums, and it's minimal room. And Spinotla keeps the position for now. Oh, FL Fury had a really good restart, I guess. And so did Barker, being in P5 and 4 already. These two must have had a blast of a restart. Lucius back in P6, so he will be happy with that one after the spun. Oh, and I see CJ Butch having a lot of trouble in the back. No front wing on that car anymore.
I'm not sure what F7R is doing. He's just driving off track at the moment.
Yeah, he has no front wing anymore. Well, I guess taking down all the banners and stuff won't help as well. Also CJ Butch gets a P10 second for corner cutting, but he also doesn't have the front wing anymore, so I don't know what these guys happen. But that's not a way to restart the safety car. As Captain Blade goes for the overtake on Spinotla again, it's side by side. And it's a late break. And Blade takes the position. FL Fury into P3. Took the position away from Sims there. Who's now making the attack on FL Fury again. Inside line. Late break. That's really close, really close. And FL Fury drops the position. Oh, and there he comes again. This is quite a battle. Maybe Barker can help his teammate out, being in P5 at the moment. Sims dropping back the position towards FL Fury. Barker now on the inside line. And that's P4 for the Red Bull.
He's came alive Barker since this safety car, hasn't
he? Yeah. Barker and FL Fury at a really good restart here. As Leo takes the fastest lap. And Multi not having the best moment so far, being in P11, so neither does Benz and Brandon. Both of the cars were running for P6, I believe, or P7. But the front of the pack is starting to look really interesting again. Since Barker and FL Fury are both on the new fresh tires of the softs. And Spinotla is running the old soft tires. Can there be a little teamwork between the Red Bulls here? Oh, and I don't know what happened there, but Spinotla went wide.
Yeah,
FL Fury a lot of room.
It looked like
I believe
it looked like F7R came across.
And Sim spun because of it. And well, that's a battle lost between these cars here. But F7R seems to be having a really bad race. And Spinotla now giving room for his teammate, who takes P3 as FL Fury overtook him. And there goes F7R, disqualified from the session.
I'm not sure what was going on there, that was really strange, but...
He had a really strange race so far. And Barker and Ferro Fury now both on the podium position. And the gap between Leo and Spinotla is it's comfortable. It's 2.6 seconds. And he starts to drop out on his teammate though. So he might consider going in this lap. Oh, and Ferro Fury takes a 3-second penalty there. And still, after 16 laps, unfortunate, one of the guys isn't in this battle anymore, but Sprunky was doing really good in front as well. But after 16 laps, we still got a really good battle going on for the podium. As Minotla goes in, and those are the medium tires. He lost out to P8. As the guys in the back must not be forgotten as well, as Boris just got overtaken by Maurice Daniel, and Boris takes a 3-second.
Banter Brandon making a move on multi here.
These two are looking for redemption after falling back quite a bit. At the safety car restart. Sims, he was one of the victims of F7R being in the way of the track, and he needed to go really wide, spun out, and I guess he went in and got new soft tires on. Oh, and I don't know what's happening here, but Ferro Fury took the pole position now, as Captain Blade actually was really slow on track.
It's gone into the pits as
And
well, so he
Blade
must
and
have some
Barker
damage.
goes in. I think there must be contact then between those. Yeah, and there was.
Yeah.
Both the cars had front wing damage, right front. And that's a shame. These two were really doing well.
Yeah, they was both racing really well.
Maybe there was something like contact between Ferro Fury and Captain Blade during the overtake, but I don't know. I couldn't see. I guess we'll know after the race. And so far, this race keeps surprising us.
Yep. And Boris all the way up to P4 now.
Yeah, both the Haas are in a really good position. Oh wow.
They've both sort of crept their way in, haven't they? They've let like the top 6 drivers battle it out, sat behind, and then they've capitalised from them battling, haven't they? So
yeah, Spinotla is now in P6 again on those fresh mediums. Barker did overtake Captain Blade though on the pit lane, I guess. And he's running the soft, the medium tire as well. So both the Red Bulls are on the same strategy now. And let's see if this works out, and maybe they can get a double podium position here. As Ferro Fury just got in, new medium tires, and he gets just in front of Barker. So these two are going to battle it out once again. Captain Blade lost out a bit for the moment. He went on the soft tires, by the way, so he needs to pit again.
yeah, the guys on the softs will be hoping for a safety car, won't they?
Yeah, I guess so. So far, Spinotla seems to be in the best position, being on fresh mediums. But we'll see what works.
Be interesting to see how far he can take them. Oh, and Leo's gone into the pit. That's
Yeah,
pretty early. I thought he would have stayed out for a bit longer.
Yeah, 9 laps, that's not a lot. And he went on used mediums as well. Lost 2 positions. And came in front of Multi by 1 second, I guess, 1.9.
We got Captain Blade and Bakker getting close to each other now.
Yeah, Bakker really closing in on Fail Fury as well. And so far, I'm really enjoying this race so far in high gear.
Yeah, it's been really entertaining, hasn't it? Lots of battling.
Lots of battling, and for interesting positions as well. As you can see now, we already got, at the moment, we got a really different podium than we actually thought it would. But oh, and that's really close between Bakker and Captain Blade. Captain Blade, who had more grip, I guess, in the S spot. Multi now getting the heat of these 3 cars behind him as well. But he's doing good so far. Fail Fury is now closing in, and this will be the overtake done. And the Aston Martin moves 1 position up. Now it's up to Bakker and Captain Blade to take off towards Fail Fury again. Cosmo is getting lapped by the Aston Martin car. And it's now really close here. 4 cars long. DRS train following up. Oh, and I don't know who that was. Multi running really wide there. Lost control completely. And went
got another safety car
to the wall. Yeah, and the safety car is out, and the guys in front were waiting for this one. Lucius, Boris, and Marius Daniel. Oh no, Marius Daniel actually stayed out. I guess he couldn't make a pit.
Yeah, he must have just gone past. He has to have. I'm
Boris
sure he would have gone in if he could have.
Boris is gonna finish his race on the soft tires. He must be. Fail Fury on P3 for the moment, and he stays P3. Lucis, Spinotla went in for the softs as well. Actually, a lot of guys went in for the soft tires, and they're all gonna extend this tires. Oh, and it's a double stack at Williams. Captain Blade and Multi both went in, and this costed Multi a lot of time, since he needs to change his front wing as well. There goes CJ Butch in as one of the last cars. And actually almost all the cars are on fresh soft tires now. Fail Fury stayed out on the mediums. And now it's gonna be an interesting race.
Yeah, it's going to be a big push to the end now for a lot of them, isn't it? So, should be a really exciting end.
I guess 2 laps of safety car, and then it's gonna be a really interesting race here.
Boris has done really well as well. To get himself, he's up into P1 now. Marius Daniel went into the pits, so.
Oh yeah, then he did miss the pit lane.
Yeah, he must have just missed it. It's really unlucky for him, really.
He went for the medium tires, not wanting to risk the softs for 12 laps. But I guess I guess I would have gone for softs. I mean, if you've seen a lot of guys already extending those soft tires from start on to lap 15. And yeah, Boris is looking really good in P1 now. Fresh soft tires, and this can be maybe a really unpredictable podium.
Yeah, it could be, especially with the two guys behind him on mediums as well. If he can use those two to create a little gap for himself, because he's got 6 seconds of penalties at the moment. So
yeah, well, Fail Fury he only needs. He doesn't need a gap on Fail Fury. It's only Lucis and Minotla who are the first guys who are going to be looking for closing in. But then again, are they going to make the decision for saying, okay guys, I'll just keep it close behind them and finish this based on penalties, or are they willing to do this on track, which I would prefer, to be honest.
yeah, me. And anything could happen. They could get a penalty themselves as well and have to push. So
yeah. And Boris taking this really long here. And there he goes. Oh, and that's a crash!
Oh no. He was doing so well there. Oh no.
And he's out of the race, and so is Multi. Oh my god. Now Sminotla and Fail Fury are in P1 and 2. Captain Blade back in P3. Leon is just really close behind the Williams here, who's trying to make the overtake now, I guess. And he did. And it's a late break and a position gone for Captain Blade. So Leon now moving into P3. Yeah, this is a big train. This is a really big terrain forming up. It's 10 cars long. Oh, I feel so sorry for Boris.
Yeah, he was doing so well to get himself into P1 as well.
And for Multi as well. I don't know what happened to Multi, to be honest.
Neither did I didn't quite catch it. Unless maybe trying to avoid Boris's car, somehow he managed to crash or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe he needed to avoid Boris's car?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, and Spinotla and Fail Fury side by side. Spinotla takes takes P1 away from the Aston Martin car. And Leo takes it side by side with Fail Fury now as well. Oh, and there's contact,
Ooh.
and not a lot of contact. That's a chain reaction. I hope Captain Blade didn't get any damage of it.
I think he just about got away with it.
And Benta now taking the overtake on Lucist. Barker really looking for the gap on the car in front of him as well.
They're all really close to each other, aren't they?
Yeah, that was really close. And I don't see any damage on the Tastan entry system, so I think they both got away with it. Sminotla really making the gap work now with 1.5 seconds on the Aston Martin car of Fail Fury. Leo still close towards the P2 position. And there goes the fastest lap for Sminotla and the Red Bull, 17.4.
Yeah, Sminotla's in a really good position now, isn't he, with the two guys behind with penalties as well.
Yes. Benter and Captain Blade going side by side through turn 1. And turn 2 as well. Oh, there's a lot of touching.
Backer's really close to the back of Lucis as well.
Fail Fury and Leo battling it out. Leo keeps it nose in, but that cost him a lot of time. Oh, and it didn't. Oh. This is battling at the maximum room. Barker, it seems like Barker has damage or something. No, he didn't. Captain Blade does though. 6% damage on the front wing, and it's still a big train. It's Fel Fury till Marius Daniel, all within a second. And here comes Leo on the second attempt on Fel Fury, and he's passed by miles. And he takes the P2. Oh, it's a late break from Fel Fury. Bit of touch in. But both cars keep it on the grid, as this gives a really good exit position for Brandon, who's overtaking Fel Fury now as well. Inside line. And overtake done. No, Fel Fury keeps it in. Bit of touch in. And it cost him a lot of position. Now Captain Blade joins it, and Fel Fury is losing a lot of positions, being on those medium tires, and it's really shameful. Sad for him. He was doing a really good job.
Yeah, it's really tough, when you're on a slower tyre compound to the guys that are around you and they've got fresh tyres. It's so hard.
Yeah, especially being in one big train of cars. He's still at P5 though, and it's a good position with Lucis behind him on the mediums as well. I guess Sims is making the attempt now, but he doesn't seem to be closing in that much. Barker is losing out as well. Oh, and that's another. And Leo is spun out. And that's Brandon now on P2 position. Fel Fury making the overtake. Sims going for P3. Captain Blade losing 2 positions in one straight. 3 positions in one straight. As Barker takes the P5 now. And what a hell of a last few laps is this?
It's great battling as well between the guys. They're all managing to keep it pretty clean as well.
Fel Fury went wide. Now he lost 2 positions, 3 positions. He's all the way back P8 now. Barker at P4. And if he keeps it like this, he's gonna take podium.
Yeah. With 2 podiums for the Red Bull team as well.
Takes another penalty. That's what is it? 12 seconds for Sims.
Yeah, 12 seconds now. Yeah.
Much positions.
It is difficult though. I found when I raced, once you get one penalty, they just come and come and come.
They just stack up.
Yeah, I managed to get 9 seconds in a 25% race at the end.
I guess Fel Fury just decides to try and go for the fastest lap then, and see how many positions he can regain.
Lucy's making a move on Captain Blade here, and gets it done.
Captain Blade still running damage, and I think that's the reason he's losing so much out, as Marius Daniel is now really close behind him again. Barker just driving is normal. Oh no, Barker, no!
Oh, he hasn't. Oh no!
On the exit of the S's and into the wall. No front wing. And
that's a shame. He was doing so well as well there. Oh no.
Oh my god.
I'm not laughing tonight.
I just can't hold it in. Oh my god. That was a podium position for him.
And Banter Brandon's got himself close to Spinotler as well. I'm not sure if Spinotler's had a little bit of a moment or...
And even Lucis now still has a shot for a podium. And so does Captain Blade. I believe even Captain Blade will take P3.
What a race this has been, though.
This is
It's been a
really
roller
weird
coaster
race
ride,
so
hasn't it?
far.
Really, the
It
amount of people
really
that
has
have led and.
It really has been. As Pretty just says it right, the curse hits again. Switching to and massive lockup from Captain Blade there. As
Lucis has got a drive through.
Oh no! How? Speeding on the virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car, yeah, it must have been. That's a shame.
I didn't notice there was a virtual safety car. And Brandon is really close towards Spinotla again, so these two are making can be an interesting battle for the last few laps. And there goes Barker with the 3 second, and it really hits him now, doesn't it?
He was doing so well as well. I thought he was going to get a good result tonight. It's a shame for him.
I really thought it was a double podium for Red Bull.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, because Bakker's looked pretty good all night, to be fair.
Yeah, no mistakes. From himself at least, no mistakes from himself, and constant pace. Nice battling between him and Fel Fury.
Marius Daniels close to Captain Blade.
And there goes Fel Fury for the fastest lap, and he will take that point as well. Spinotla and Brandon are really close towards each other now, with only 3 tenths between them. I'm actually scared to keep switching to the guys in front when they turn into the S's.
Yeah, they're getting so close to each other, aren't they?
And the long straight coming up again. Both cars are looking really good on the ERS. Brandon gets the DRS with it. Spinotla breaking the slipstream here, but it's not going to be enough. It's definitely not going to be enough. And there goes Brandon for the overtake. Oh, late break from Spinotla. And a bit of a lock up. And Brandon can now make a small gap towards the Red Bull having DRS. And there goes Barker for the fastest lap. 16.9, and that's a really quick one. And I can't predict anymore who's going to be on the podium now, to be honest.
Yeah, it could have been absolutely anyone tonight, couldn't it?
It really could have.
Really could have.
Yeah, it really could have been a really unpredictable podium. For so far, I guess, if my calculations are right, Captain Blade can still take it. Tim's is on 12 seconds.
Yeah, he's just inside the 12 seconds, isn't he?
So Blade might, yeah, and he overtook Leo now as well. Oh, and Leo keeping his nose in, and I think that was a really bad mistake from the Haas driver here. And Fel Fury now taking the fastest lap again. And now I'm actually really curious, so I'm gonna switch to Barker for a moment, see if he can take the fastest lap again. As I keep an eye out on the times, of course, for the cars in front. Oh, and a 3 second for Fel Fury. As he and Barker are really close towards each other again. And I know for a fact these two are messing with each other a lot in the chat. And I really guess they are enjoying.
Yeah, they'll be enjoying this battle.
Yeah, they have been enjoying this race, even though both had really unlucky moments. Oh, it's Minotla's MP1 again.
Yeah, he just got past in the straight. It's interesting to see which one of them is going to want to lead going into the last lap.
And Daniel takes P5 away from Leo. Oh, it's on the grass now. Ooh, almost spun. And no fastest lap from Barker, even 2 seconds off, even. And he's really trying to get Phil Fury off his back.
Sims is really close to the back of Banter Brandon at the moment.
Yeah, and he slammed the gap from 12 seconds towards Captain Blade. So if he doesn't get any more penalties, he may even keep his podium position. Oh, and Captain Blade spot and hit Daniel as well. And Leo is now... Oh, and Marius Daniel is actually out of the race. I don't know how.
I'm not sure.
And I think that's a retirement on track.
Yeah, it looked that way, didn't it?
So, yeah. Do it work. And Brandon actually overtook Minotla again, and these two are making it really interesting now for the final few laps on Mexico high gear. It's for a fact now. Actually, Brandon actually gets the DRS from CJ Butch. But it's for a fact now that Sims keeps his position on the podium if he doesn't make any mistake. Phil Fury overtook Parker, to be honest, actually as well. So I'd say they're still going at it.
Their ERS is pretty close as well, so.
And this is going to be a really interesting race. And Spinotla overtaking Brandon now again. And it's the final lap. Can Spinotla keep his head cool and take the win home and extend his championship lead by even more points? Oh, and Brandon on the full pressure of Sims. Yeah, well, it doesn't really help the Mercedes driver. Well, for the feeling, I guess it's better to take P2 on track. And there comes the final few corners for Sminota, who's getting a DRS from Cosmo now. So I guess his podium is, his win actually is confirmed by this one. And this was, wow, what a race was this.
Oh, it's a great race. Been really good driving from the guys as well.
Very, very nice and clean battling throughout the whole race. Of course, there's a bit of touching, but it's still racing. And there goes Minotla for P1. Brandon takes P2 and Sims takes P3, even though he had a lot of time penalties. Leo must be happy with his result as well, taking P4. Lucis
will jump in, won't he? With the penalties.
Oh yeah, he will. Oh, then Leo P5. Well, he should be glad either way.
Yeah, that's a great result for him.
He started a bit back on the grid. Phil Fury will lose his position towards Barker, but these two must have been enjoying their battles throughout the race.
That's not a bad result for Barker either with the spin he had. At least he managed to get the race finished tonight.
It's Captain Blade even spun on the last corner, and he's going backwards over the line. Well, that's a way to end the race. Well, what a race we see.
Yeah, it was a great race.
Fantastic.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a really amazing race. And I guess for this round we do skip the driver interviews for today's race. But I will be looking into it next week again.
Yeah.
And as we're watching the final podium view, and it's Brendan. Did Minotla take the pen?
Oh.
I have no idea what happened here. Brendan taking the win. I don't know why Minotla took
Neither do
P3 actually. Well, this is going to be investigated. Brendan, so far on screen, taking the win with Sims on P2 and Minotla on P3. Leo and Lucis on 4 and 5. Then Barker takes P6. He will be glad with that one. Val Fury with P7. Blade at 8. CJ Bush at P9. Marius Daniel at P10. Cosmo at P11. And the cars who didn't, unfortunately, didn't finish the race are Multi, Boris, Frankie, and F7R. Thanks everybody for tuning in again on tonight's RPM High Gear race. We will be back next week in round 7. Out of my head, race calendar. It's gonna be Belgium next week, so that's an exciting track. Any last words, John?
It was a really good race. I really enjoyed that. Some really good driving.
Yeah,
it was
same here.
Really up and down race. It was hard to tell who was going to come anywhere at some points.
It was a big roller coaster, really big. So everybody, thanks for tuning in again, and hopefully see you all next week in RPM Round 7 Belgium. Have a great evening, guys.